going to be showing you how to create a post on the new site. We are going to go to pixeLobby.com/wp/login.php. And what we are going to do is you're going to log in with your username and your password that I send you. And the password is case sensitive. You can save your password or not. It's up to you. Okay, what we're going to do first, right here you will see you have a profile, and this is your user. The user has, you can change your password, you can, update everything. The only thing you can't change is your username and what you can access on the back end. Other than that, you can change your name, your last name. Obviously, my last name is not Pixel Tester. However, Tester1 is a lame nickname, so I will change that to how about Demo? Demo Woman. There we go. And then this is what is displayed publicly. So I'll go to that. You can even change the email that is associated with this. I sent it to my husband's just so he can get extra mail in his box instead of mine. You can add your website, and I suggest you do this because I'll show you why in just a moment. But if you have a Google account, Twitter account, Facebook profile, any of that, you can put that all in here, and by doing that, you will be able to here, let me show you. It'll be easier if I just show you. So when you go to the site, you will see we have some list of artists here, some of the ones that are completed right now. Let's go to Kevin's. And this is what it'll look like once you create your first post. And your first post is what was the channel before, and it will be what is connected on your link. Where it says website, I am putting your channel post there so that people can go there and see everything on your account. When you put in your Twitter account, your Google Plus, it's all here. So if someone clicks on this, they will go to Kevin Cook's Twitter account, or not Twitter, but Google Plus there. And then if he had Twitter, it would go to Twitter and so forth. And then on this one, it will go to this channel post, which usually just has your name listed. But that is where I just clicked on that. It'll open a different page, and that is where your channel that we created before is. And so if you want to add pictures on it or anything, you can edit that post yourself. If you want to add more info, or if you want to update some of the images, or add a new product of yours, if you're selling actions, or if you are selling books, any of that, or if you have a webinar coming up, you can update that, or you can create a completely separate post for that. And I do recommend you do create separate posts so that it would come up as the newest blog. Anyway, so we're back to the back end, and this is the biography about yourself. You can update it there, and it's what you will see written right here. If you want more written, if you want less written, that is all up to you. But you do have control over that right here. If you decide you want a new password, the passwords are not saved, but if you feel like you want a new password, you can update that there. If you lose your password, you can tell me. I can come up with a temporary password, give that to you, and you guys can then gain access to your account again if you can't find your old password. So that's there. Then there's the profile picture, and this is where you can upload your own picture. And it'll bring you to this, and you can select your files and go in and find your picture that you feel would work best. And these are pictures here. We'll use my picture. These are all pictures that are on the site that you guys that is in there. Anyway, it'll bring it up. There's not much to it. Usually you want it to be a square around 500 by 500. I'm just going to go 640 by 640. It'll crunch it down for me, and then save all. You don't want to go bigger than that for the profile picture. 500 by 500 is plenty. And then all you do is you save the file. Or not. You don't save it. It's being difficult. Sorry about that. Okay. So don't save it. What you want to do is you want to make this my author profile picture. There. And then that's it. You just hit update, and it will update your profile. Excuse me. If you go up here to all posts, well, media is where you can add your pictures and view your pictures. So you can add a new image. If you decide, well, I don't want to do that, I want to look in the library at the ones that I already put up there. This one's mine, and as before, use your pictures. Make sure that that's really self-explanatory, but you can go through, for instance, this is mine, and you can have a caption on it. You can have your own URL associated with the account with that particular image. You can go to posts, and you can view these, but you won't be able to edit any except for your own. So you would go here and you could add a new image or add a new post. I'm sorry, I'm not talking very well today. New post. When you write that, it will come up with a pretty name for, it's called a permalink, but a pretty name, and usually it's associated with the title. Now if you decide, well, I don't like that as before, you can edit it and fix that name to what you want it to be, and then you save that. Here it's a lot easier. We don't have to worry about doing the going into the text and adding the whatever information. Simply type and do what you need to do to create your post. So right here is some tools to help you, but if you go to this toggle bar, it will open up for you like we spoke about before, and you have all of these to help you create. Visual is basically what it is you type Let's say this is new post for training. If you highlight all of that, you can go to this and hit center, and it will center your post. If you want the lettering to be larger, you can go here. I usually do the heading post at about heading 1. If you decide, well, I don't want it to be so obtrusive, so big, you can make it smaller. So you do have some control that way. You can use colors. I tend to like colors, others may not. The green I usually use is this yellow green. I think it's lime green. And then the purple I usually use is the purple. And that's more for my admins, because if they're posting representing Pixel Lobby, those are just the colors I use. If you are doing it for your own channel or your own profile, just use the colors that represent you. I know Jesus Ramirez, as I mentioned before, he uses blues and whites, and those blues and whites look good with his page and his work. So of course, do whatever you feel is best, or if you like just a simple black, there's nothing wrong with that either. If you want to insert an image, you can hit add media, and you can upload, or you can go into the media. Let me upload an image. So I just hit select files. I'm going to go into my files. Let's go into 2014. I'm sure we have some fun ones in there. I'll just scroll through your pictures, find the image you want. And then hit open. It will bring it up. You have the option right in this little section to assign it a custom URL. So this one I'll just you also have the option to use the full size, medium size, or thumbnail size for your image. I'm going to use the full size. These will vary depending on the size of image you upload. We do have some general sizes for the website, and I will point that out to anybody, or if you want to ask. If you can remember, or if you want to write down right now, the recommended for the site is 750 by 400. That's width and then height. The full is 1200 by 520. And the parallax is 1400 by 700. Then you have your user profile picture, which is 500 by 500. So if you can't remember that, or if you don't have a pen handy, then just email me, cj@pixellobby.com, and I will send you those image sizes. So I will go with the full size, and I'll insert it into the post. Now you can center it as before. We had the whole video before. Everything's pretty much similar. However, you don't have to go back into the HTML writing or the text. You can just do it all on the front here. It just depends on how comfortable you are using WordPress and HTML and all that, but you don't need to. So I like how that looks, except for I want to have, well, I have my logo, but some people will like to edit it and add a caption. And if you add caption, and update, it will bring a nice little border and whatever you wrote there. If you decide you don't want to do that, you can always go back in again, delete that, and hit update, because the watermark's on it. I think the other is too redundant. Alright, there's a bunch of categories on this site right here on the side, and I'm just going to put this under blog, but you will have the option, and your option will actually come down lower, but your options will be blog and your name, and you can click both of them. So let's say I was Danny Diamond, then I would do blog and Danny Diamond. And you want to do that so that your post is associated with you and your work. And if you forget to, we can always go in later and do that. I mean, I'm the most laid back person. I just want you to get credit for the posts that you post. You can add your tags here. Now this is where it gets exciting. If you go scroll down a little further, we have some other options here. You can set this style you want for your post. So the standard would be with the image, and it would have the sidebar here, and it would have you know, the main posting right there. Here's the full width, where instead of having the image and the side here with the sidebar going all the way up, it would have the image and then everything below. This one does a picture in the entire background with the top part showing the home and stuff, and then your title and everything down below. And then the parallax is where it scrolls, and that's one of my favorites, and the background. But you guys know what you like and what represents you best. When I do the parallax, I tend to like to add the same image that I use for the parallax, and the parallax takes from the set feature image. So always remember that. So whatever you use for your set featured image, let's set the set featured image right now. I'm just going to go with this one again. Maybe not. Let's go do a different one so you can see the difference. Just a real simple one of mine. I'll use this one of my son Jared. I'll set that as the set featured image, and then that will be what is going to be used for the parallax. And then I will go here to select our upload image again. I would find the very same image that I used for the set image, and of course it has to hide on me. There it goes. Okay, so I do it the same, and the reason is so when it scrolls, the transition is really smooth, and it's as if the same image is being used. If you do it with another image, unless those images are complementary or look really well together, it will just look really weird. Anyway, so be sure with all of you, with the set image, this is also the image that shows up for the peek or sneak peek for your blog. So always be sure to set your featured image, add 1 to 5 tags at the most. You don't want to use too much. Be sure to point out where you want your post to go, the blog and your name, or both. And then once you've done that, let's see, blog, and then you also have the ability to set it to public, private, whatever. So I'm going to publish this. Then I right click on view post and I open the link in a new tab. And this is the parallax. As you see, the whole image scrolls, and by adding the, I don't know if you see the line very well, but by adding the image in the back, it blends really well with the image that's there. So you can't, there's a line, you can see a very thin line right there. If you do not set that image, then it will either stay black or like the side images, so the image will just stop right at that point right there. But by adding that back like I did, it stretched it and it appears as if it's the same image for the scroll. So that makes it really handy and nice. Your image would show, your writing is all right here. I think that's, if you decide, oh, well, that's just too much, I really don't want to do that, you always can go back in and edit your post once you've logged in. Or you can go back to this right here if you want. So you just go in there and you just say, you know what, I really want to go with the full width image. And I don't want the background, I don't want the sides to appear as an image, and I want to update that. And then you can either, I just view post because we have the background open already. So as you can see, that went to a full width image across the top there, and then you have the gray sides because we removed the image from the background and we fixed the post that way. And at the bottom, you can see there's the picture of the author, and Demo Woman is the nickname. You want to see who Demo Woman is, it will show you, here's Demo Woman and this is her post. And all the writing, here's a link to her website, which is whatever I put in there, pixeLobby.com. So I hope that's helpful. If you have any questions, let me know. You are able to add in YouTube videos, individual videos. So if you have a new video out, you can go in here, click YouTube, put the link to the YouTube video in, and as we mentioned before, but this time you don't have to go back into text to do it. Thank goodness it's up front for everyone to use. I hope this helped, and again, if you have any questions, you could either message me on Facebook or email me, cj@cjwilks.com or cj@pixeLobby.com. Oh my goodness. Anyway, thanks for taking time to listen to this. Gosh.